Question is Section 497 of Indian Penal Code is struck down by the Supreme Court in which of the following case? So this was Joseph Sain versus Union of India. So 497 earlier it was used to be a section for adultery. Okay, so it was a punishable section earlier. It was now it is also used for divorce purposes. Okay, but now it is not a criminal offense anymore. Okay, so adultery word has been derived from the word adulterate. Adulterate. So earlier it was thought that a man has a right of purity of his lineage. Okay, so there should not be any kind of adulteration in his blood. So for this from the word adulterate. So earlier it was thought that a man has a right of purity of his lineage. Okay, so there should not be any kind of adulteration in his blood. So for this purpose only this provision was there, but now it has been struck down. And in this case, this is very important case, Joseph Sang versus Union of India. So you should remember, it is very important question. Now, second question is, in Joseph Sang versus Union of India, Supreme Court of India declared which section IPC ultra vires? Okay, so the same question, the question pattern is a little different from the previous one. So it is here also, it is section 497 has been now struck down. It is not a criminal offense anymore. Okay. Now the third question is, in which of the following cases the Supreme Court has remarked that husband is not a master, okay, of his wife? The same question and the same answer, okay. Joseph Sain versus Union of India. In this case only, it was said by the Supreme Court of India. This was the remark that husband is not the master. It is considered as earlier it used to be the wife was used to be a chattel of husband, and for this reason, since there are equal rights for both men and women, and this has been instilled in the provisions of Indian Constitution, and that is why on the basis of constitutional background on constitutional rights and fundamental rights as well, Supreme Court remarked that husband is not the master of his wife. So in this case, this remark was given by the Supreme Court. Okay, so now the situation is this. Here, if you think in the present scenario when the adultery section has been waived off and it is not a criminal offense anymore, so from this perspective, the woman will be the answer, but we are now talking about the earlier provisions of adultery. So according to this provision, you have to have the consent of husband of the woman in order to save yourself from adultery. Okay, so this will be the right answer. Under section 498A of IPC, cruelty includes, okay, physical cruelty, mental cruelty only, harassment of the woman, cruelty of wife. अब देखिए क्या होता है कि फिजिकल क्रुएल्टी भी इन्वॉल्व है, मेंटल क्रुएल्टी भी इन्वॉल्व है, लेकिन यहाँ एक्चुअल यहाँ चूंकि इस तरह का आंसर नहीं दिया है कि बोथ, सो यहाँ harassment of the woman will be the right answer. Okay, which mens rea element is expressly used in section 498A of IPC. Okay, so here intentional conduct, negligent conduct, willful conduct. So here the answer will be willful conduct. Okay, 10th number question, how many exceptions are provided in criminal defamation under Indian Penal Code? So it is 10. There are 10 exceptions given for the criminal defamation. Now 11th number question is chapter 20A of IPC related to which of the following? Okay, so it is related to cruelty by husband or relatives of husbands. Now, question 12, which section of the Indian Penal Code defines cruelty? ठीक है, तो ये 498, ठीक है, 498A, सेक्शन 498A, ठीक है, ये जो है क्रुएल्टी को डिफाइन करता है। नाउ कम टू 13th नंबर, अंडर सेक्शन 498A ऑफ आईपीसी क्रुएल्टी इंक्लूड्स। अब यहाँ देखिए सेम क्वेश्चन है, फिजिकल मेंटल, तो बोथ एलिमेंट्स आर एसोसिएटेड with the cruelty, but here this such kind of option has not been given, so here the right answer will be harassment of the woman. Now what does the recent Supreme Court judgment in Subramaniam Swamy versus Union of India relates to? Okay, so right to die, upholding section 499 and 500 criminal defamation, upholding section 388 IPC contempt. So it was criminal defamation case. Okay, now come to the 15th question. A good faith sage of a book published by A in good faith, A एक person है, in good faith says a book published by Z that Z a book is indecent. Z's book, okay, Z's book is indecent. Z must be a man of impure mind. Is this defamation punishable under section 500 of IPC? So here we are going to examine this. Now, yes, because the opinion respects Z's character. No, because it is a slander. No, because it falls within one of the exception of section. देखिए यहाँ पर ये एक्सेप्शन में फॉल कर रहा है। इस यही कारण है कि जब आप किसी खास विषय से रिलेटेड, आप किसी खास विषय से रिलेटेड किसी व्यक्ति पर किसी चीज को जोड़ते हुए अगर आप कमेंट करते हैं, एंड इवन इफ इट इज डिफेमेटरी, देन दिस विल नॉट कम अंडर डिफेमेशन, बिकॉज यू आर just remarking, making a remark according to the work that he has done. Okay, so in truth also there is no defamation. If you are telling a thief, then there is no question of defamation if he is really a thief. Okay, so now come to the second 16th question. A in good faith accuses Z before a magistrate. Okay, so A has committed no offense. A has committed the offense of defamation. A has committed the offense of defamation, but he can take defense under section 93. Okay, none of the above. So here A has committed no offense. Okay, because here the question is about in good faith, means he doesn't have any kind of malified intention to defame that person. He is actually he has having that thought that that person has committed certain wrong. That is why he accuses him before a magistrate. So in good faith, if he is accusing some person, so there is no question of defamation here. Okay, so the answer will be A. Now come to the 17th question. Which of the following is not a defamation? Okay, so here we will examine that which one of the following is not a case of defamation. A says ironically, Z is an honest man. He never stole beeswax intending to believe otherwise. Okay. A at the hearing of the case in good faith argued Z's evidence is so contradictory that he must be stupid or dishonest. देखिए इस तरह का हम लोग पहले भी बात कर चुके हैं earlier question में. A says at the hearing, I do not believe that what Z stated because I know him to be a man without veracity. ठीक है. A drew picture of Z showing and running beach was intending to. तो ये सारे defamatory examples हैं. But here, as earlier we talked about, that A at the hearing of the case in good faith, here the good faith word has been included, and Z's evidence is so contradictory that he must be stupid or dishonest. He is telling certain, he is making a statement here. The statement of fact is related to the to certain fact that he knows, okay, and that he perceives to be true. Okay, so here he is thinking that the evidence is contradictory. That is why he is making such remark. Okay, and but here he is telling, considers that the evidence was contradictory, so here no case of defamation. Now come to the 18th number question: which one of the following statement is not defamatory? Okay, so now again we will examine that which of the sentences are not defamatory. Okay, come to this option. A says about a woman B that she has a farmer wherever she goes. Okay, so without having known the real sources, if you are claiming that she has a farmer and she is having a farmer, then it's kind of defamatory statement. Okay. Now a publishes a photograph with a fake caption Gunda. It is again a case of defamation because you are publishing a photograph and you are writing on that Gunda, so it is a kind of defamation. Now we will examine C. A says, I am not surprised that B's book is foolish for his libertine. Okay, so here the earlier in previous questions we have examined that in certain context certain remark was given. Okay, certain certain remark was made, but here there is no any means there is no any reason why he is making such remark. So I am not surprised that which book is foolish. So without having to give any reason he is telling this thing, so here the word is defamatory. D. A in the course of police investigation says B may be involved in the here. He is just expressing his apprehension. Okay. He is not making mark with malified intention, with bad intention. So here the answer will be D. Okay. Now come to the 19th question. A for the purpose of inducing B to desist from prosecuting a civil suit threatens to burn B's house. What offense was committed by A in this case? सो अबेटमेंट, क्रिमिनल असॉल्ट, क्रिमिनल फोर्स, क्रिमिनल इंटिमिडेशन. ओके, सो यहाँ आप देख रहे हैं कि फ्यूचर में कुछ किया जाएगा, अगर ये नहीं होता है तो इट मीन्स इट इज suggesting that it is kind of intimidation that he is trying to create. Okay, so here the case will be of criminal intimidation. Now come to the last question 20. A young man waves a currency, not a rupees 2000 in front of a woman as if he offered the money for an indecent favor from the woman. He may be criminally booked under. ठीक है, तो यहाँ कौन सा सेक्शन लग जाएगा? मोडेस्टी ऑफ वुमेन से रिलेटेड हो जाएगा यहाँ पर. ठीक है, तो सेक्शन 509 ऑफ आईपीसी will be the answer.